Hey, so this is a DeWalt DWE 7491 Type 3. And I bought this used from a production cabinet shop in town. They were asking $350 for it, and actually they cut it down to $300 initially because they were aware that this wheel was not in great shape. So I wasn't too worried about that because I'm not really planning to use it on the stand. I was going to build a little cabinet for it without feet support, which I have not done yet. I was able to get them to come down on the price a little bit more because the blade height adjustment and the bevel adjustment weren't working right. And the blade height adjustment would just kind of stick, and I'd fixed that on a prior version of the DeWalt table saw, so I was pretty sure that I could get that working with just some dry lube, and pretty much did. It's still so there's a little, the gears right there, which is where that blade height adjustment comes in. So you just sprayed in that, and then also on the on this screw here, and that made it work quite a bit better. It's still not quite what I want it to be, so I might need to get in there and clean it out a little better, and get it working better. I was a little more concerned about the bevel adjustment because I hadn't ever fixed anything like that before, and so the adjustment, or the bevel lock here, it would kind of spin freely, and so I was a little concerned about that. But it was kind of nice because it allowed me to talk them down on the price a little bit more. Obviously it's the tabletop has seen better days. It's not particularly clean, it's not particularly smooth, it's got a lot of marks and imperfections, so I'll probably and then it's also got a lot of sappy type gunk on it that I'll need to clean off. So I'm in the process of that. The one major issue that I found is that this back fence rail was not quite secure as I'd want it to be. So when you lock in the fence, it'll move a little bit. And so I'm like, that's not great. And so, I took the rail off, investigated why that might be. And what I realized is this piece here, see how it's got the black plastic on the bottom, and then the metal piece that that this part of the rail rides on. And then you can see some more of this adhesive like sap and gunk that's still on there that I still need to clean off. On the opposite side, it's got the black plastic on both the top and the bottom. And so I think what happened is this, on this side, they just broke off that metal, or that plasticky black deal, and that's why there's more play in here than there should be. So I've actually just ordered a new back rail for that. Rear rail, I think, is the name of the part. And so hopefully that works out pretty well. Should be here soon, I hope, and be able to really see how well it does after I get that going. Another issue that I didn't realize at first is it's got this gouge in the side of the fence. Now you'll notice that I've got it flipped upside down. And the reason for that is I was thinking down here the fence is fine, so if I just flip it upside down, I can use that as the fence and not have to worry about the gouge there. But I didn't think about the fact that the push stick is stored right there. And so if I have the push stick in there with it flipped upside down, now it blocks the fence from moving over the table. So I'd either have to, move that push stick anytime I want to move the fence closer than, whatever it is right now. Or I'm thinking I'll probably just put the fence, flip it back over, and then maybe just put like an MDF, little piece of MDF here, attach that to the fence so that I have a nice smooth surface instead of that gouged part. So the saw that I've was practicing on kind of is this 744 that I also got used. It also had blade height adjustment issues, and so I knew I could fix the other one with the dry lube, just WD-40 dry lube. It worked really well, same way that I got it to work on this one. And I tried the swapping the fence over on the 7431 or 7491, sorry, because it had worked pretty well with this guy. See, this it also has a gouge in it. It's not nearly as pronounced, but it was causing problems when I would try to run things through, and it get bumped along there, and not really that safe. This guy did not have a riving knife or blade guard that came with it, and so I ended up buying a blade guard, but I didn't really have a riving knife that would sit as close to the blade as this does, or not be any taller than the blade really. And so this is a nice benefit. And then I also like how easy it is to change out the riving knife or blade guard. And this came with both the riving knife and the blade guard, because they've got this little deal here. Instead of having to remove the throat plate and unscrew, take out two bolts that are not that easy to access on this guy. On this one, you just have to pull out right here, and that's a little dirtier than, I guess I need to clean that still. You pull out there, and then that releases tension on the riving knife, and you just pull it right out and replace it with the blade guard right here. And you can also attach the anti-kickback prawls or whatever they're called right there. And so those are some nice little added features here. Another thing that I really like about this guy versus the 744 is the dust collection should be a lot better, because you can see the entire blade is covered by the dust shroud, whereas on my 744 there's a big opening that does not on the side of the blade, and so it doesn't matter how powerful the vacuum is, it's not really going to capture everything that I wanted. I'm not sure if that's just that my 744 is missing stuff, or if that's just how it was built, but the dust collection doesn't seem nearly as good as it ought to be on the 744. So anyway, I'm hoping this will be a much improved version, and like I said, looking to build a cabinet with it to provide outfeed support and everything. Then I'll probably try to fix this this wheel, and then probably just sell the mobile base to somebody else who maybe doesn't have one, or maybe theirs broke or whatever. And that'll help me recoup more of my cost in it. Anyway, if you have any questions about the 744 or the 7391, go ahead and post the questions in the comments, and I'll see what I can do about answering them. And anyway, yeah, see you next time.